Hi, I'm Jenn Hume. I'm 50 years of age and I am from Gippsland, which is near Melbourne in Australia. So my diagnosis with ovarian cancer was in December 2019. It was 3 or 4 days, I think, before Christmas Day. And I had been experiencing symptoms such as extreme fatigue. I'd have to say that was my number one symptom. Fatigue to the point where in the morning my very first thought was, when am I going to get a nap in? And how long am I going to last today? And it's more than tiredness. It's a type of fatigue where you literally can't do anything. You must lie down, otherwise you feel like you're going to collapse. It's that kind of fatigue. And I've always been a bit of a stoic type of person that's been able to push through being tired, but I couldn't push through this. And I ended up going in an ambulance to the hospital because my GP decided that my white cell count was way too high to be left alone at home. And when I got to hospital, they did a scan and it revealed a 10 by 11 centimetre tumour on my right ovary. So I was transferred to a bigger hospital and they did a biopsy and found that it was an ovarian cancer. As I mentioned before, my parents had passed, but I do have a sister and 3 brothers. And unbelievably, we've all lived around the world at different times, but they all happened to be in Australia and Victoria when I was diagnosed. And so they were amazing. They just came on board. We had a caravan put at my place so that they could stay in the van and look after me. But they were scared too, and they didn't know anything about ovarian cancer either. So while they were great at the physical support and the emotional support, the medical support came from Ovarian Cancer Australia. So when I was in hospital, a support nurse handed me a brochure that said, look, when you're ready, you really need to get in contact with these people and they'll help you. And so I did. I reached out to them, and while I was sitting in hospital, I was just doing endless Googles, as you do, and I came across a teal support diary that they offered free for women who'd been diagnosed. So I ordered one of them. But when the diary arrived and I started looking through that, it mentioned at the end that their ovarian cancer offered what was called a teal support program. I had no idea what that was, but I just thought, what have I got to lose? I'll sign up for that as well and just bring it all on. I need the lot. I need anything you can offer me because I'm drowning here. And I had a nurse ring me and say that she was attached to the teal support program. And the way it was explained to me was you had a dedicated nurse who knew all your details and knew all your doctors and your oncologists and all your appointments. At your choice, you could share it with them. And then they would ring you and help you as often as you liked. So if you needed 5 phone calls a day, they would do that. If you needed a call every day, if you needed it once a month, whatever you needed, they would offer you. So this teal support nurse and I became besties, and so she's been with me the whole time, and I've only just recently been discharged from that program. So that program has been with me for years. That nurse has been with me for years. I would know her voice. I've never met her face to face. I've only ever had her support over the phone. But I cannot tell you how much she helped me. I would love to meet her. And I hope one day I can, to thank her, because I don't think I would have navigated the medical field and even managed my emotions as well without her. So I work for Ambulance Victoria as a first responder. So I drive an ambulance and I respond to all kinds of level of call-outs in my regional community. So I wear a uniform of our workforce, and I have a name badge on, obviously, and I always wear my teal support ribbon. The reason I do that is because I think it helps other people recognise that I'm an advocate for healthcare and that I've gone through something that maybe they can connect with. A lot of people have never seen a teal support ribbon, and so I'm hoping that they'll ask me about it and say, what's that for? In Australia, the pink breast cancer awareness ribbon is very, very widely known, but the teal support ribbon is not. And so a lot of people are unsure about what it means. So I wear it as a means just to create conversation and create awareness. And in my role, I'm coming across sick people, sometimes terminal, palliative, or who have cancers of their own. And I think that seeing someone wear a ribbon hopefully makes them feel a little bit more supported, or that they're going to get some understanding and some compassion coming their way. One thing that I'd say to other women in my country and also around the world who are diagnosed with ovarian cancer is welcome. Welcome to the community of women who are diagnosed along with you. Initially, you can feel very alone and very overwhelmed, and that's normal. But there's thousands of women here alongside you who are at the same place as you, who are further along in the journey than you, who are battling the same thing as you. And we're here to hold your hand and to make sure that you recognise that there is support here and that you're not alone. And even when you feel terrified and scared and overwhelmed, we're here experiencing the same thing as you and also have advice and hope to share. So welcome to a world that you possibly never knew existed, of thousands of other women with ovarian cancer who care and who are experiencing similar struggles as you.